Today is day 68 of my 100 Days of Gratitude. Today I'm grateful for my sense of humor. I don't say that in a cocky way or in an arrogant way. I just seem to be able to laugh at anything, which includes cancer. I grew up in a family that we laughed a lot, and I have two really funny parents and then two really funny older brothers. And regardless of kind of what life throws at us, we really laugh more than we cry. And I'm really grateful for that. In high school, in my graduating year, I won funniest female, which I had on my I had on my resume until somebody told me that's not a real award and you shouldn't have that on your resume. And like dad jokes and like jokes for kids are like my favorite. One of my favorites is why did a scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Outstanding in his field. That just gets me. But that kind of thing. Like Keith and I just constantly laugh. And it's really, it's kind of insane that our life is what it is and the future is A, so it's strange because it's so uncertain and yet B, so definite. But yeah, we laugh at everything. Like after my first surgery, I can remember, so my first one was a single mastectomy, and we were driving somewhere, and I've never been one to be afraid to say how beautiful another woman is. And so we were driving and I said, wow, that woman is just so naturally pretty. And Keith very quickly said, yeah, but I don't like two-breasted women anymore. And just like, that isn't for everybody. Don't get me wrong. But for us, that's what gets us through. Keith thinks he's very funny. But my family has pre-cancer. This is well before cancer came around, but we're I don't think it's morbid, but we haven't really been afraid to talk about death in general. And my mom was picking me up. This was years ago, at least 10 years ago. My mom was picking me up from Keith's place when we weren't living together yet. And she walks in the door, and like the third sentence she says is, I think I've come up with the song that I want played at my funeral. And without missing a beat, he said, ding dong, the witch is dead. Like, I think that's funny. Anyway, yeah, we've just always had kind of a good sense of humor. My mom's side, like my mom's side growing up, when we all get together, the stories that I hear from her older brothers and the things that they did, oh my gosh. I mean, awful, but hilarious. Mostly clean fun. My mom, I think, took the brunt of a few things, but mostly clean fun. And yeah, when we get together, it's a lot of smiles, but it's also like, I'm also just so lucky to be able to, be laughing about one thing and then be able to switch and talk about the severity of cancer or my fear or, like it's not fake laughter. It's not, laughter is used to get through pain. But it's not typically, we don't laugh so we don't cry. We just happen to laugh more than we cry. I'm trying to think, like little things like, what do you call cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese. Like those stupid one-liners that, oh my gosh, they're so funny. And yeah, they just kind of get us through. And I'm lucky to have married a man who is hilarious. And I have a niece and nephew who are hilarious. And I don't know. I think being funny is like a gateway into people. I think it makes people safe, especially when you can laugh at yourself. Like I always feel, I just always feel more comfortable around somebody who can laugh at themselves. And I'm not talking about like, saying awful things about themselves, but just being able to make a mistake and not be like hugely embarrassed by it, or, like being able to laugh it off. And it really has gotten through. I'm still laid up. My back is still pretty sore, and thank God for this heating pad. I got some muscle relaxants once it was cleared by my oncologist and then my clinical trial. I can't really do anything without getting clearance, but once that was all taken care of, and then I talked to my pharmacist to make sure that there weren't any interactions that were missed. But once I talked to 3 professionals, I was allowed to take something. And I mean, you know, I'd be lying if I said that I feel great. I had hella nausea this morning. And I don't know, went to sleep at like 5:30. Not from a lack of trying, I will admit. But again, like, this is my reality. So am I going to be, I don't know, am I going to be pissed off about it? Yeah, I'm not thrilled. I mean, I wish I could, the simple things that you just miss, right? Like, I wish I could go to work, and yeah, I wish I didn't have cancer, and I wish Keith and I could make plans farther ahead than a week. And like, I mean, I wish, but I also have had a pretty good life. And I woke up this morning. Hey, that's something, you know, so I don't know. We just seem to focus on what's funny. And it really, really has gotten us through a lot of heartache and disappointment. And I just really consider myself lucky to, I mean, again, it sounds like I'm like, oh, I'm so hilarious. I'm not trying to say that, but I do admit, or I do appreciate like a good, I don't know, a good joke, or when somebody makes me laugh. It feels good to laugh. I just, for that, you know, for that flippin' second, you can just kind of turn it off and focus on what's funny and not focus on the imminent danger that just seems to be looming. So today I'm really, really grateful for jokes, for when somebody around me is funny, for having like a hint of being funny myself, and just kind of, that helps me get through. Again, just, I'm still on such a high, obviously. I think my demeanor has really changed, because my skin anxiety is, I mean, it's still there. Like, you know, I had my scan a week ago today, and I'm like, well, what's happened in the week? Something could have happened. It took one cell, and it could be dividing, and I'm not going to know for 3 months. And, you know, obviously that goes through your head. But I'm stable, and I got to coast on that for a little while. So today I'm grateful for every joke, every giggle, every time somebody's made me laugh. I'm grateful for it. Talk to you tomorrow.